Next, we welcome Leticia Figueroa. Leticia, thank you for joining us today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, what your job title is, and how long have you worked for King County?
Buenas tardes. As you said, my name is Leticia Figueroa, and I work for the Prosecuting Attorney's Office at the Protection Order Advocacy Program. I am a Protection Order advocate. I've been with King County for over 3 years now.
Thank you so much, Leticia. Can you tell us about your Hispanic Latinx background?
Yes, I am from Guatemala, La Eterna Primavera. That is what Guatemala is known for. I was born and raised in Guatemala. My mother made the journey up to the United States when I was 10 years old in order to provide a better future for her 5 children. So.
Thank you for sharing that, Leticia. During the Hispanic Latinx Heritage Month, as you know, we celebrate the various achievements, diverse cultures, and contributions of the American Latino communities in the United States. How would you best describe the Hispanic Latinx communities, and what is Hispanic Latinx Heritage Month mean to you?
Well, I think one of the most important thing is we are a very close-knit community. We help each other out constantly, and we're always there for each other. Hispanic Latinx Heritage Month, it's a celebration of the richness of all of our different cultures from Latin America. It's a way to celebrate and honor all of our uniqueness and where we come from. I absolutely love the fact that it begins September 15th, which is actually Independence Day for a lot of Latin American countries like Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua. So it's just such an incredible way for us to be able to celebrate just all of our diversity in our cultures.
Thank you, Leticia, and I agree with you. The Latino Hispanic communities, we are full of wonderful energy.
Right, and it's also a month where we honor all of those before us that have paved the way for us to be able to be here and continue the work that we do.
Thank you, Leticia. How has your family helped shape who you are? And what are some traditions your family passed on to you and you plan on passing on to your loved ones?
Well, gosh, family is everything. I was raised in a single parent household. My mother became a widow at the age of 33, and she was left with 5 children to raise on her own. In Guatemala, you know, women tend to be caregivers, stay-at-home moms, and my dad was the one that was providing financially. So my mom sort of defied all the odds and ended up becoming that provider and teaching us that, you know, with tenacity, with your willingness to be able to want to make a difference and provide and work really hard. She did it. Gender did not matter. She was able to raise all of her 5 children. So family for me is everything. The loyalty around us, it doesn't matter where life takes us. We know we count on each other. We know that we're there for each other. And with traditions, one of the things for me that always sticks out was just Sundays afternoon after church. It was just the time for us to gather at my sister's house or to enjoy my mom's caldos. Her way of showing us her love was actually through her foods. So that, like, it's something that's really important. And then traditions, you know, for me, being part of my community, El Día de los Niños is something that we celebrate in our community. Like this is something that my husband and we host in our community. We have different activities. We make sure that the people that are in our community still take that time to celebrate. I'm very proud that I live in the city of Auburn. When my husband started doing El Día de los Niños, it actually made an impact in our community where now the city does Kids Day, even though it's a little different, but like I take a lot of pride in the fact that it was us that started that in our very small community. And so tons of different traditions, quinceañeras, Christmas, it's like an all-night celebration. With quinceañeras, I have twin daughters that are 11 years old, and I am like so excited to be able to share with my daughters that tradition. I mean, it's double, but it's really exciting for me to be able to show them and to be able to hand down all of those things that makes us who we are.
Thank you, Leticia, for sharing those wonderful traditions and personal stories. Which Hispanic, Latinx person you admire the most and why?
Man, that was a tough one. There's so many people. But I think I'm going to narrow it down to a couple really quick. And Ellen Ochoa is someone that I admire so much because I think as a mom, it just like really helps me to let my daughters know that you can reach the sky. This is the first Latino astronaut that we had. And I love the fact that I can share that with my daughters and let them know, look, this is the sky's not even the sky's the limit at this point. You can do whatever you put your heart to it, you can do it. I mean, there's so many different Justice Sotomayor. I mean, what an incredible woman and what she has done for representing our cultures. Cesar Chavez, like Aide said, my gosh, he just came, and I think that's one of the things that I love about just the privilege that we have as Latinos, that we can make such a huge difference making sure that we bridge that gap for our community when they need resources, or when they need to have access to certain things that they might not know how to do. We make that difference. So tons of different people, but definitely for me, at least for this month, I'm going to focus on Ellen Ochoa, Justice Sotomayor, Cesar Chavez, and my mom.
Thank you, Leticia. What is your favorite Hispanic Latinx dish?
That was also a tough one. Let me tell you, I think our food, our gastronomy is just so incredible. I mean, there is so many different things. I think from Guatemala, for me, it's we have a dish called pepian. And it's like a curry. It's incredible curry made out of like so many different spices. And it's just the richness of it. It's so delicious that like when you take a bite of that, like Guatemala, here you are. So I love pepian. And in Seattle and state of Washington, you cannot survive without pozole. Pozole is just everything. Pozole is just medicine for your soul. So I'm going to stick with pepian and pozole.
Thank you, Leticia. Thank you for joining us today. Muchas gracias.
De nada. Gracias por la invitación.